If you're a healthcare worker and you've been looking to move into home health, well, Hendrick HouseCalls is hosting a job fair next week that you may want to attend. So here to tell us how you can find out more, Lynn Speckles with Hendrick HouseCalls. Welcome today. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
So Hendrick HouseCalls, home health, that's not a new concept, one that we've seen and we've heard of. You all have been practicing around the big country for a long time.
Yes, ma'am. We have been in business for numerous years. Home health is just a growing industry. It's a good way to take care of patients at home without having to go to the hospital. And so physicians like that. That's a good way to keep them from having to be in a hospital setting. And we are looking for RNs, physical therapists, and physical therapy assistants right now. We have the need for home health aides, social workers, speech therapists, all of that. But right now we just are seeing a shortage because of the staffing crisis that's going on, as well as the increased need for home health.
Well, we've heard about these staffing shortages in the hospitals, outside the hospitals, and while you're trying to keep your staff up to speed, since COVID, since the pandemic, people working remotely and wanting to be treated at home, and I dare say people have a tendency to recover better when they're in a familiar environment and they're comfortable and and they're happier and they don't feel so removed or isolated. So home health really helps to access that for these individuals and these patients. And so we're seeing an influx and an increase of individuals who want to utilize home health while we're still struggling to fill those existing positions. So we're getting a bigger divide. So we need more people to fill this because it really is, it's a great gift and it's a great opportunity for individuals to receive their necessary treatment without being inpatient hospitalized.
And we're seeing more baby boomers. We're seeing the older generation.
You mean time hasn't stopped?
No, it hasn't stopped.
The population is getting older? Wait,
that's right. So
I thought that was just a reflection that was something wrong with my mirror. But
yeah, waking up every morning. Yes,
but that is the reality. And as we get older, we wake up, and while yesterday everything was fine, today we wake up and think, what happened to my elbow? What happened to this or that? And
exactly.
So this is going to be a continuing thing. I dare say we'll see more of this even as the years progress.
Absolutely, and that is what they're anticipating.
All right, so we want to find more people who want to be part of Hendrick HouseCalls and be part of this team, because you guys,
yes, ma'am,
you serve a huge population in the community. You're going into their homes, making sure that they're receiving the necessary treatment, that they're taking good care of themselves, that their medication is adequate, that all the facets for their success are coming together.
Exactly. The goal is to keep them from having to go to the hospital, and we do cover a 60-mile radius from Abilene, and that is pending that we have staff to cover that.
All within a day's drive.
All within a day's drive.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
So this is still your day job. You don't have to uproot yourself and move to another area or place in the big country. You can stay right here and just access all of it.
Access all of it. That is absolutely true.
And hopefully our patients can too.
Yes. And so I don't know. The job fair itself is on February the 18th.
We'll put
February. Where'd I get that? April the 18th.
This month. Yeah. Time's not going backwards yet.
No, I feel like it is.
I wish. But this again is for the RNs and the physical therapists and the PT assistants.
Yes, ma'am.
Specifically
that is true.
For those. So we want those people to come on out. So if you don't want to be inpatient in the hospital, or if you don't want to be in a doctor's office, or if you want to get back into the workforce, here's a great way to step back in and put your skills to use.
Yes, ma'am.
Lynn, thank you so much, and good luck to you. We need all of the healthcare workers we can, because we have a big area to cover, and the community relies on you guys.
Right, and one thing I wanted to say is that if they will pre-register on the Instagram or Facebook, they go into a drawing for a $500 gift card.
Plenty of incentives.
And then there are great, generous sign-on bonuses. So there's $20,000 sign-on bonus for RNs, and $20,000 for physical therapists, and $5,000 for the physical therapy assistants.
All right, all of which would certainly make it a better perk to get this job going, but certainly helping others is just the nature of it.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Hendrick HouseCalls job fair is at Hendrick Medical Center in the Shelton Building. That address, 2000 Pine Street. It is next Tuesday, April the 18th. That's from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Again, like you said, pre-register at hendrick.health/homehealthjob.